Good morning. This is Sally Morgan, physical therapist, craniosacral therapist, and Tellington T-Touch practitioner for animals and people. This is Tristan. He's a Corgi, and I think there's no ticks on him today. Thank God. It's been really quite an ordeal, and I've lost the connection twice here, so hopefully this will play. So I wasn't here yesterday because I had to go to the grocery store, which turned into about 4 hours of really not great stuff. First of all, I went to the store that always has everything, and it was decimated. And I was there on a Tuesday. They had plenty of time to restock. I was expecting to see low supplies in the meat section, and luckily they had the kind of milk I drink, so that was awesome. But the organic vegetables were just cleaned out, except for lettuce, which I needed. And the cracker aisle, the chip aisle, just things that bread, you expect, but you don't really expect. They weirdly had about, 20 packs of toilet paper, so that was exciting, but no paper towels at all, and the cleaning supplies were really limited. Not that I was looking for those things, but it was just surreal, and I started to get really nervous and think, oh my gosh, what is the world coming to? Is this what it's going to be like? Like, it's like this in other countries all the time, where you go to the store and you want to buy things and they're not there, they're not available. Is that what it's going to be like living here now? And then I had to go to another store where I got another chunk of my list accomplished. I got turkey for Tristan, which was a good thing. And then I got, a few other things. Then I had to go to a third store where I finally was able to get my fresh veg and other things. And, meanwhile, I'm running through the gloves in the car and my masks and whatever. So today I was thinking what we should talk about is what to do in this situation. And I did one of my very first episodes of Conversations with a Corgi, and it was called Prayers for Roadkill. Well, today is going to be prayers for the grocery store, because you can really shift how things are happening around you by shifting how you think and feel and respond. For instance, one of the things I noticed by the time I was in the second store is I would turn down an aisle where there's arrows telling you where to go. A person would be all the way at the other end of the aisle, really far away, 300 feet or more, and just turn and run because they did not want to get near another person. This is the first time I've noticed this in the store. There are people saying, excuse me, and kind of waiting for you to pass. But yesterday it was scared rabbits running from each other. There was a huge grocery cart pile up in one of the stores where people were so nervous to get away from each other, they ran into other people. And that store in particular has kind of this area where the veg are, where there's like several kind of freestanding aisles in the middle that are very hard to negotiate anyway. That store didn't do their arrows very well, so that made it harder. So anyway, one of the things I realized I need to do, first of all, was heart hugs. Because the one thing that can calm you down and calm down people around you via you being calmer is a heart hug. Well, I'm not taking my contaminated gloved hands and doing this in the middle of a grocery store on my was clean yesterday coat. So I imagine doing heart hugs. I just kind of closed my eyes a little bit, took a deep breath in. Imagine that face of a clock in my mind as I'm making that circle that would be going around here, a circle and a quarter, and exhaled. And then the people weren't running like scared rabbits anymore. It was more of a, oh, excuse me, and do you need to get by, and do you want me to hand you something? It was a whole shift. So that's the first thing you can do in the grocery store. Heart hugs, virtual or otherwise. And I really encourage you to do heart hugs while you're waiting in line, and especially in regard to the person that's checking you out, because you want to keep them calm. And one of the other issues we're having is that where I live, you're not allowed to have baggers anymore, but some of the stores have baggers that, don't speak English or can't get another job or really in a terrible situation. So they have the baggers. And I, of course, don't want anybody to bag my food. I need as few people touching it as possible. So I had to ask the bagger if I could please do it, and she backed up, and I could see that she had a little stress, like, is she going to keep her job? So again, I'm doing heart hugs for her, thinking, I am so grateful that you are here to help people. Thank you for your assistance, and imagining a heart hug at the same time. So some of the other things you can do are blessings when you're in the store. you can, as you're going around in your mind, and you can even write this on something and memorize it before you go in or change it as you go. You can say something to the effect of, bless this food and the people in this store that they may be healthy and well and keep me healthy and well. I mean, it's so simple. And even if you're doing it as a prayer or a meditation or a mantra, bless this food and the people in this store that I may be healthy and well, and so will they. I mean, that's so easy. And as you do that, especially with a bit of a longer phrase like that, you're breathing in and exhaling, and it's calming you down. This is critical because when you are in a more relaxed state physiologically, when your heart rate's lower, your breath rate's lower, your immune system gets a little boost. So you want to be as healthy as possible in these stores right now. It's so stressful for people shopping. And then the affirmations that you can do in a store. And these are things that are really for you to make you feel better. You can say things like, I am safe. This food is safe and will nourish me and the other people in this store, and we are all safe and well. Just something to the effect of, we are all safe and well, and this food will nourish me. This food is safe. Just repeating things like that in your mind as you go through the store or as you pick up each item can really help you. And you can adapt this to whatever you need. But when you're in these really stressful situations, I mean, I have friends now that are scared to even pick up a package off of their doorstep, and they're using barbecue tongs and things. And I might become one of those people because the number of cases in my county is going up by like 75 and 50 people a day. I've written to my select person for my area and said, you know, why are they talking about reopening the western end of the state? I mean, we have not reached our peak in my county. Our hospital only has like, I don't know, 10, 15 ICU rooms and only a certain number of vents. And just because the big hospital down in the next county, you know, they have like 100 rooms. Just because they're not super busy doesn't mean that we could not overwhelm them with what's going on here. So I'm much more nervous going out than I was previously, but it's so important to use the power you have within you to change your reality and say, I am safe, this food is safe, the people in this store is safe, we are all well, we are doing well, you know, this food will nourish me. Heart hugs for the people around you. If you see somebody scared and running down the aisle, just take a minute and think, I wish you well, and imagine a heart hug. And, you know, prayers, bless this food, bless these people in this store, please help everyone to be well. However you want to do it. And I read a book, I don't even remember the name of it now, but it's like the one command, I think it's called. And they say things like, I don't know how it's going to happen, but. So you can say, I don't know how it's happening, but everything in this store is safe today. And that taps into your little bit of questioning and makes it so the affirmation is really an affirmation. So you can do it that way as well. But try it when you're out. And if you're walking in a busy area, we have a park near here where I often walk because you're able to walk on the road and there's no ticks. But it's so crowded right now. I mean, people just who need to walk there just are stressed out. But again, you can use that same feeling of heart hugs and mantras and prayers. I went out Saturday, used my mask and my Germ-X. Oh, my need to plant overcame my fear of being outside, but I don't plan on going out again. Yeah, well, it's that way. I mean, we all need something or we wouldn't go out. And, you know, yesterday was even more stressful because my state, it's one of the top 3 hardest hit states. And they were talking about reopening us on Monday. And they just had not made a decision. And Monday is way too soon. And I'm getting all these peppy emails from work saying, oh yeah, we can't wait to have you back. Oh yeah, we have so much to do. I'm like, you do not have work there. I know what's going on in these states. There is no work for us yet. But our governor came on and said that we're going to open on the 18th, which to me is still way too soon. Way, way too soon. I mean, with that kind of shortage in the store, there's no bread. There were no frozen dinners. I mean, all the ladies I work with bring frozen lean cuisine and sandwiches to accumulate something that you can bring to eat at lunch is going to be so stressful. And the people I work with are all seniors. It's not easy. And oh, the other incident, I couldn't buy gas. I could not find a gas station that was open at like 9:30 in the morning. As I'm counting down the gloves I had in the car, I'm now like thinking, you need to keep like 20 gloves in the car. And it's nice that they provide gloves at the grocery stores here. they're not providing them when you're pumping gas. So again, use what you have, which is your mind, and you can repeat affirmations. I'm safe and well. This will not harm me. This will bring me good things. And your power of prayer, if you're a person who prays, or you can use heart hugs. So use these things to help yourself and help those around you. It's too soon. He'll extend it again. Geez, Bonnie, I hope so. It's way too soon. And my friend, I have a friend who, she's one of the people that her company, they consult when they're figuring out what to do. She's furious that she can't find written anywhere a list of steps that we should follow as a state, or anywhere really. I mean, I think New York has been pretty clear, but the rest of the world, we're all just kind of flying blind here. And she's like, you know, her company is working on sending in a list of things, and she sent me something her colleague had worked on, and it was so clear and so specific. And I was like, you know what, and it includes testing. God forbid we have testing. I still have 2 friends that are really sick right now, because their fever's not over 100. No test for you. But anyway, she was saying, you know, let's do these things, and I read them and I thought, you know what, if these things were in place, including the testing, I might feel okay going back to work, but not right now. So, like Danny, who needed stuff to plant, I bought some seeds yesterday, and I've got my sweatshirt on. No turtleneck. It's going to be 65. I think I'm done with the turtlenecks, woo, for the year. And I'm going to go spend some time in the garden and spray this dog some more. I haven't been letting him in the backyard, and he has not had ticks for 3 days. And he's a combination of rose geranium, kin and kind, and cedar. He smells like a garden. Oh, poor Tristan. Oh, no, don't tell me that's a tick on your ear. No, it's not. It's an X-tick. Oh, thank God. Oh, Bisky. The poor kid. They seem to be eating his ears. All right, so thanks for joining us today for this issue of Conversations with a Corgi, and try to think about prayers that you can use or affirmations in the grocery store or anywhere else where you have to go right now that's stressful, because it's really important that we keep our shit together during these times. And tomorrow I'm going to provide a list of things that, you know, many of us are already doing, but ways to keep your sanity during this, because it can be stressful. And it's not just the being locked in your house. I mean, come on. People in World War II had it much worse than we do. We are really, really lucky. And that's another thing. Always remember how lucky we are, even though it seems difficult. So thanks for joining us today for this episode of Conversations with a Corgi. And we'll see you tomorrow. Everybody have a good day.